know?
Guys, hold on.
It's just the media.
Let me just
That's the media.
let me just find out who this is. Nixy, could you say hello and just generally introduce yourself?
Hello, testing. Can you hear me?
Ah.
I can't stay long, but hello, everyone.
Hello, Nixy.
I just really wanted to intercept because obviously, I disagree with everything you say fundamentally, Banksy. And I really don't understand how you can support Israel when there's factual evidence out there suggesting, there's facts out there stating that they are behind the illegal invasion. So if you're so concerned about England becoming a Muslim country, why are you supporting the very same people that are sending them over here?
I'm not supporting Israel or if you will, this. I mean, I know you guys have your conspiracy theories about the Zionist plots.
No, it's not a conspiracy.
No,
a conspiracy is something that's not proven to be fact. This is fact. If you want the facts, I have all the references.
Okay.
I wouldn't make
either you support Palestine, Banksy, or a Zionist shill.
Exactly. I mean, that's seems to be the only option here.
No. You can laugh about it, Banks. You can laugh about it.
No, I'm not. But I am.
Going round in circles, because that's all you're going to do by arguing with the people that are in here, like the immigrants. You're not going to get anywhere. You need to cut off the head of the beast, and that is Israel.
Nixy.
So you can keep moaning and keep crying that the country is being taken over, but it's not going to get you anywhere. So I don't understand all of this. Why you guys are just.
Nixy.
No, but none of us are supporting Israel. Trust me.
Oh no, Banksy certainly does, and you must.
I support their actions in Gaza right now. Absolutely.
Well,
I don't support Palestinian. I don't support Ukraine or Russia.
Funnily enough, Nixy, believe it or not, we have people with different opinions on this panel, and they all have their own opinions. Like me and Base agree on a lot of different things, but it's on the Israeli thing. Maybe we might have differences. I know me and Khan and Triller have very different opinions on things. But what I'm trying to tell you is that if you're saying that it is fact that Israelis and Israel is encouraging the mass immigrations into
have a look on my channel.
then I would love to see your evidence.
You know that already, Banksy. You know that already, okay?
Well, unfortunately, no, I don't, because I see the conspiracies. I know a lot of people have a lot of conspiracies about, the Jewish people or what you might call the Zionists, although I don't.
You can attach the word conspiracy to it to try and discredit what people are saying. However, it's not a conspiracy if it's proven to be fact.
But that's what I'm saying. If it's proven to be fact, then give me your facts and I will change my mind.
Do they still have British hostages?
Sorry, because I can't stay long because I've got to go somewhere. But I had to. When you start talking about Trump,
well, where would I get your facts from? If you can give us at least an.
Well, just take I'm on my other I'm on my other channel now. So if you sub to this channel, I've posted a lot of stuff on there.
I don't know how do I sub to what? You haven't provided.
Here,
a
this
link,
channel. Look, hello. It's
what am I supposed
I've
to be
just
looking
put hi
at?
there in the chat.
Yeah, get a link.
The thing is, you can't put links in a chat because the chat is...
No. What she can do, she can go to a channel, she can then share it and put it in URL on a thing, and then put that in the back chat, and then you can pick it up.
Say what it's called. Why don't you just tell us the name of your channel?
What is the name of your channel? Is it Nixy?
Yeah, but it's Nixy's. I don't even know 000 something. But anyway, listen, because I've got to go, and I don't want to kind of take over your chat. But when you were talking about Trump, I absolutely had to get on here. Again, this Trigger, did you say?
No, big up, I said.
What?
Big up Trump.
Big up Trump. That's okay. So, Nixy, carry on. Don't worry. Don't get distracted.
Okay, right. So, Trump, it's been that Trump was in cahoots with Netanyahu. Netanyahu helped Trump with his campaign. And I've got the reference here if you're interested to know, because I know a lot of people are so lost on Israel. They'll support. You could literally genocide the half of the population of the world's earth, and I think you'd still fucking support them. But the facts are out there if you're bothered enough to go and find them. And I'll just give you the link if I can put it in the back chat.
Yeah,
and Lodger, can I just say, Lodger, you're wrong about pro-Palestine. I'm pro-Palestine because I'm against anything, because I know who the Zionists worship. I know what they're about. So you know, what they do, and they're behind so many wars, so many atrocities that have happened. So it's not about being pro-Palestine. You can see clearly what's right and wrong, and they literally control the US. They control England. The Conservatives are members of Friends of Israel. Labour's members of Friends of Israel. They're so cucked. That's it. Like, it would be very difficult at this point to actually, you know, try and get out of this mess. So all of our politicians are working on behalf of Israel. No, I'm not a groyper. Look, again, with the labels, I'm literally just stating facts. And if that upsets you, then get upset with the people that are doing what I am saying.
What amazes me a little bit is we've got two protected communities here, very much protected communities.
Who's protected?
Well, the Jews and the Muslims.
So show me the legislation that
very much protected communities.
Where's the legislation? Where's the laws that protect Muslims?
Muslims protect themselves, okay? They set up like.
No, you can't say anything bad. They're protected.
Exactly. The mayor of London.
Why are you so against the Muslims though? Because it's the Jews. You do realise what the agenda is. They want to genocide the white race, and there are quotes from many Zionists saying this. Okay. And what they want is a one world government, okay? That's not conspiracy. There are facts out there about this. The one world government will have one religion and one race. Why do you think all of the Western countries, all of the white countries, right now are being invaded on fucking a mass scale? Don't tell me it's just a coincidence that, they can't control their borders.
No, it's liberal progressives.
Yeah, exactly.
No, they want one race. You don't get it, do you? They want one race,
no, the liberal
for one
progressives
religion, for one... Okay, you can label it all you want, but this is what's happening. So in the future generations, we will all be one color, one race, and the head office will be in Israel, okay? That's what they're going towards.
No, that's not true.
Well, do you want to disprove me on that?
I mean, they just killed a third.
What, do you think it's a
they just killed a third of them in the world, 80 years ago. A third of them, right? Just exterminated a third of their population.
Of what population?
80 years ago. Of the Jewish population. A third of them were killed from the planet.
Okay, do you want me to tell you how many they killed in Holodomor?
Nixy, hold your thought for 1 second. I just want to make sure Jay...
10 million.
That's a lot. Nixy, I just feel like they don't have that much power.
Guys, hold your thought for 1 second. I just want to make sure James is James. Hello?
Yeah, how does my mic sound?
Good man. Okay, Nixy, you had your thoughts. Go.
Yeah, okay. Listen, I'm just going to try and find this article on Trump, and then I've fucking got to go because I'm going to get in trouble. My other half is waiting for me.
Let me guess, it's in the Guardian, right?
No, but again, you know, listen, unlike you lot that listen to Douglas Murray and just look at mainstream media, I kind of dig a bit deeper, you know. It's called having critical thinking. You should try it sometime.
I get what you're saying, Nixy.
Don't try labeling people to try and discredit them. I know, it just fucking annoys me when people and start laughing. You just make yourself look like an idiot.
Yeah, I understand exactly where you're coming from on that front.
Nixy, I'm on your your YouTube channel, and what should I search for to see the videos that will give me this?
It's called Israel. Oh, hold on a minute. I'm just looking for the Trump thing.
Israel forced immigration agenda.
Yeah. You can watch that, and there's some other stuff as well.
These are the
it's very difficult for me to. I can't post stuff that I've read on YouTube. I'm still.
That's okay. That's okay. I'm looking at some of your facts.
And also remember that a lot of history has been deleted. It's very difficult to find it because you've got to look at who owns media, who owns everything, pretty much. And again, that's not a conspiracy
all these videos on YouTube, and it hasn't been deleted or censored.
No, it hasn't, because I think what's going on right now, they're very busy trying to fucking, you know, everyone's posting right now, aren't they?
I can literally see like at least 10 to 15 videos you've posted that have Israel in the title.
But it's not hate speech, you know. To talk about Israel, they've got to stop with this bullshit, you know.
But all your titles are Israel controls of UK politics, Israel controls
but it's
of
a
borders,
fact. Again,
Israel
it's a
and
fact.
Racism, Israel parliamentary plot against the UK politicians.
Yeah,
they
and
seem
that again,
rather inflammatory.
She's using 50 words. She's confusing the computers.
Oh, is that what?
Is
that what
I would like to use other words.
The algorithms are being confused because you're calling it Israel and not
actually,
Jews.
No, some of the documentaries were Some of the documentaries were, I think, maybe Channel 4, one of them, like about the UK lobbyists. when they went undercover, and so if it's been on that, it's very difficult for them to say say it's hate speech if it's already been aired. Yeah.
But you would think that the algorithms, if the Jews truly controlled YouTube and the media, that they would just simply put an algorithm in which they would just simply deny you from even having these videos uploaded.
Well, the sheer fact that you just said that, Banksy. How come you're able to post that? Well, the sheer fact that you said that, it's quite clear that they do.
Banned anyway.
No. I'm saying, how are you able to post it based on your assessment of not because I know. I don't believe you, but you are saying that they would censor me and they are going to censor all this information. And I'm saying, well, if that is the case, then how is it that you're able to post these things on this so-called censored platform?
Because it's a shadow ban. You're in a little bubble.
Yeah, and I've already got stuff that has been blocked. Okay.
So
there's other ways.
I've had things that have been blocked. I literally came off a 3 months ban from YouTube a month ago.
Are you going to argue the case that the media isn't biased towards Israel? Because if you do,
of course
then you're just full of shit. Okay.
Why is it the BBC is always clamoring on about Palestine?
Yeah,
and
they wouldn't even refer to Hamas as a terrorist organization.
Well, the BBC is struggling with this. The BBC is struggling to report, aren't they? They've got two protected communities again. They've got two protected communities, and they found it hard. They found it hard to report on it.
But I've actually noticed a big BBC bias towards the Palestinians, far more than the Jews.
It's good cop, bad, right? But the rest of the media, what I'm saying, and do you know who's on the head of the board on the BBC? It's a guy, I've forgotten his name. He lent Boris Johnson £800,000. It's in one of the papers, one of your favourite newspapers. But straight after that, he got the position of CEO or on the board of the BBC, and he's an ex-IDF member. It's funny, isn't it? It always leads back to Israel.
Nixy.
All the people in positions of power.
Nixy, let me lay down some of my thoughts in regards to this. And this
can't lay nothing down to me, but anyway.
I'm just trying to convey my thoughts on this subject. Maybe I used the term that was inflammatory for you. What I'm trying to say is, you see, I followed this thing for a very long time, before the internet was even a thing. And there was a documentary made. I mean, there's several documentaries actually, but there's a documentary made called Outfoxed. If you go back, this was in the, I think, 90s or maybe early 2000. But it was a documentary about how mainstream media, and this was back when even CNN covered the Palestinian-Israeli conflict very differently. And this documentary exposed how for every Palestinian that was killed, if a Palestinian child was killed, the CNN would report it maybe twice in that day. If an Israeli child was killed, CNN would report that same killing something like 10 to 12 times in that same day. So in that same 24-hour period, an Israeli child's death would be repeated 10 times more than a Palestinian child's death. And this was all a thing back when the media actually had power in our society.
Right, there you
but
go.
In the last 20 years, the world has changed tremendously, and the media is no longer as powerful as they used to be.
Right.
And so are you telling me that people like Al Jazeera and RT are also controlled by the Zionist organizations?
No, they're not.
Well, if that is the case, then how can you possibly say that the Jews control the media?
Well, they do, essentially. Let's not dance around the issue. How? Because I've got an actual fucking list.
They pay out a lot of money.
Everyone knows
that. They control Al Jazeera. They
control everything's up for sale, isn't it?
Russian Times. They control Press TV.
I'm not saying everyone.
They've got a lot of money.
Countries, okay? All the fucking media sorry for the language. All the media, the people in this country and America and all the Western, yes, they most certainly do. Okay, they most certainly do. So don't play ignorant with me. If you've been,
are you referring to those memes on the list of all these supposed Jews that run, whether it's
well, it's not a meme if it's fact, is it? So don't try.
No. When you actually look into it and you investigate all these searches,
I have looked into it.
Yeah, and you realise that actually is not as Jewish as you think that is.
Oh, it is. Oh, it absolutely is. Okay, let's talk about Talk TV, owned by Rupert Murdoch, not a Jew, but he's got very strong ties in Israel. Very strong ties. Okay, their cobweb reaches out.
Yeah, and this is the problem. When you realise that they're not actually Jewish, you find some other connection.
Okay, right. Well, tell me what ones are not Jewish. Actually, I'd like you to tell me.
I just mentioned Al Jazeera, Press TV, Russian Times.
Right. Okay. Let's talk about the main ones in this country and America, shall we?
Okay, so narrow it down, move the goalposts, and narrow it down to this very specific thing in which you can then prove your point.
Banksy, you're talking about Arabic channels and Russia Today, for fuck's sake.
Your arguments are
exactly, but what I'm trying to tell you is that the media landscape. No, Nixy, what you got to realize.
Yeah, but she's not really. She's talking about Western countries.
Yes,
she's talking about America, the UK, and Europe.
That's why I proposed what I proposed.
So she's not moving. She's not moving. She's not moving.
You're just trying to discredit me and being
this is why I propose what I propose. Nixy, just give me a second. Nixy, let me explain myself. This is why I proposed to you what I said about that documentary that was called Outfoxed, which was showing the bias in the mainstream media back in the 90s and early 2000s. But with the advent of the internet, your media consumption is no longer bound with whatever your country provides you.
Agreed. Okay, but wait there. Sorry, just to give you a break a minute, next. The problem you've got there when you say that, right, is that a lot of the population rely on the BBC and ITV for their news and talk radio and Radio 2, and that's it. That's it.
Well,
that's it. They don't go on the internet like you and me and Nixy and fucking Khan and everyone else. They don't. No. The older population, a lot of they're still relying on the legacy on the legacy channels.
I will grant you that my mother at the age of 70 doesn't really peruse the internet in the way I do.
That's my point.
The fact is that someone like me, who's a Gen Xer, who's into his middle age, and he's still perusing the internet in the way I was, and there are at least 2 other generations below me which are 100% on the internet all the time.
Agreed. 30-year-olds do not watch the news.
But dude, if you're telling me that the boomers are the only ones that are consuming this shit, the boomers
they're living longer and they're more likely to vote. They're more likely to vote.
Die soon. The boomers are on their way out. The boomers are not making impact in society. It's Gen X, is millennials.
Well, they've got to vote. They've got to vote, and they're more. Yeah, but look. Banksy, they're more likely to vote, the older people as well.
Yeah,
that's my point I'm making. I agree that there is under 30, no one's watching the news and no one's believing. Under 50, obviously there's a bit of both. But a lot of those people and older just watch that legacy media, and that's it, mate.
Yeah.
So when someone makes that point to you, take it in. I mean, a lot of population do not do that.
I didn't even debate that. I absolutely agree with you, and that's why I was saying to you about what happened in the 90s and the early 2000s and probably the 80s, where we were spoon-fed media. We were spoon-fed whatever it is that the mainstream or the government wanted us to know. But that is not the case anymore, and it hasn't been for the best part of like 15, 20 years.
Yes, and it's only going to get worse for them, but they've still got a very high percentage of the population believing their shit, okay? That's my point. I agree with you. I agree with you, but you've got to...
But that's part of the human condition, we want to be led, don't want to think for ourselves.
Well,
so
okay,
exactly,
but that's,
my point.
Yeah, but that's what we're saying. However, it remains the case.
Yeah, but you're not demonstrating that the media is indoctrinating.
I don't think I need to really, because I think and you're trying to be smart. I don't want to feed you baby steps. You can go and find that out by yourself. You're a grown adult. Go and do that.
Yeah, okay? I'm a grown adult, and I see all the mainstream media always, flagellating themselves over the whole Palestine cause. I'm not seeing any pro-Israel shit. That's only like.
You've got.
Well, no, seriously. What news channels are like promoting, saying Israel is like,
Okay, when it first started, October the 7th, it was all over, but most of the mainstream media, how fucking Hamas had done this and bad Hamas and poor Israel. Now Israel are fucking practically genociding everyone. Go to the mainstream media; it's hardly on the front pages. It's in the back somewhere. Now you tell me how that's not fucking biased.
How do you mean it's in the back pages?
Also,
there was literally the Prime Minister of this country. Nixy, I'm sorry, you can't say that it is in the back pages when the Prime Minister of this country made a statement pointing out about these protesters and all of these things that are happening in London and the extremists. It is absolutely in the front pages still.
He is trying to stop the protesting, though, isn't he?
He's
trying to
stop
our freedom of speech.
You know, he's let it go on for like the better part.
So are you saying that we're not allowed the right to express how we feel?
Are you saying
protesting
that today?
That what he's doing? Because what you're doing is
MPs
They genuinely predicted that the protest would run out of steam by now, and it didn't, and that's why they're taking action.
But they shouldn't. They shouldn't be allowed to, because what it's going to do.
They shouldn't be allowed to.
Whether you agree with it, rightly or wrongly, whether you agree with the situation with Gaza in Israel, in the future, that's going to affect you, me, and everyone.
It's going to affect future protests.
They're taking away our freedom of speech. Okay.
Look, the fact is
that as far as I'm concerned, my freedom of speech has been threatened by Muslims and people.
Well, that is it exactly.
Palestine.
Okay, well then that's fine. Then go
exactly.
to people
They're cries of Islamophobia every fucking day.
People that are sending them here. This is what annoys me.
I'm not denying that there are Jews and Zionists that also want to clap down on my freedom of speech, but Muslims are far more of a threat.
I'm not talking about that, but I'm telling you that they are the ones responsible for sending them here, yet they want closed borders. I will take responsibility for my own white English people for the mess that we're in. You know, to blame everything on the Jews is just cringe.
100%.
Cringe, really? Cringe.
Nixy,
you're cringe. The fact, I'm telling you a fact.
I'm taking response. No. If you're saying that,
and you're not going to protect your English people at all, because just by running around in circles going, I hate Muslims, and Muslims going, well, I hate you. You're not getting anywhere. Who is sending them over there? Why all of a sudden, in the last 5 years, have we had a fucking huge mass fucking invasion?
Because my people
we've been having wars for fucking years. Why didn't it happen back in
I'll tell you
91?
My people ever since World War II have become ethno-masochists.
Why are you saying your people, by the way?
Because he's a white
English.
Right, okay.
All right. And
what do you think I am?
That is the crux.
What do you think I am?
You're not a white Englishman, that's for sure.
No, but I want to
ask. White Englishman, but they are white.
White people.
Well,
anyway, listen,
from your voice, you sound like a woman.
I've got to go. I get really frustrated. I'm sorry at this point in the game, because you can tell someone until, like, you can put all the facts in front of them, but these useful idiots, okay, I'm not going to mention his name, they will just keep fucking. Well, no, I don't believe it. Literally.
Nixy.
Israel could fucking bomb fucking England, and you still say no, it wasn't.
I know. I will. I know.
And people like you are not going to help this fucking.
No, I will come hard on Israel.
Oh, Kingston's useless. He's absolutely
caused me wrong.
He has never helped anyone.
I will not tolerate hypocrisy when there are other groups that are committing.
Why don't you? Okay, if you don't believe me, then you come to me.
I didn't say I. No, I believe elements of what you're saying, but I see where this is going.
As they say, show me the proof. I come to them with the proof, and they don't want to know about it. You see, there's a lot of ignorant and
I do want to know about it. I've heard this all the time from other white nationalists. But then when I ask questions, they start, instead of like defending their position, they just call me a Jew. The amount of times when I just want to ask questions so I can understand where they're coming from.
I object.
Their defensive response is just label me as a Jew.
Honestly, I'm really impatient with people's ignorance right now, and especially when I'm seeing so many babies.
I'm being curious. I want to know. I want to know
Israel
more
lied about the amount of people that were killed. It was issued. What was it? A few days ago, it was 30,000, and half women and children. Well, I've got a statement.
Hamas figures. Figures. I'm
right,
really
well, it's actually more than that.
Not true. There are no Hamas
25,000 women and children
from Hamas.
Do you want that link as well?
Not true. It's not true.
James,
are you
shut up.
saying this is are you really telling me this is non-biased?
I haven't played this anymore. I started off coming in.
Sorry, Ryan, your microphone's a bit loud, so I'm just going to mute you for a second.
Oh, Ryan, how's your last name pronounced? Is it Man Onion? I'm joking.
Okay, guys, I just want to quickly say to Nixy in regards
There's
to...
the link there about the Trump interference.
Yeah. I've seen that as well.
See, I provide backup. I provide sources to what I'm saying, but I don't see many other people doing that, including yourself, Banksy.
Well, I mean, I do like to share my sources on the screen, but okay, fair enough.
I don't. I'd like to see that.
When we were talking about genocide, for example, I actually brought up the definition of genocide, and then we got into it. And
I also sent you a quote from the UN.
I've actually got your channel in front of me, so I am actually looking through it. But unfortunately, there's way too much data right now for us to go through. It's going to take like hours.
No, you don't have to do it now. I mean, I've got to go anyway because I'm in trouble now for being on here. Here's the article I'm talking about.
But one
thing, the figures that have been released now: 25,000 innocent people alone, but fucking babies. Anyone that supports this, honestly, I've got to that point. I don't fucking want to know you.
No one supports it, but it's war. No one is innocent.
Well, I've heard
no one is innocent. No one is innocent during war times. That was the same with us in the World War II.
It's funny though, isn't it? Israel seems to be involved in a lot of wars, though, don't they?
This is why women shouldn't be allowed to vote. Look, I'm partially serious. I'm partially serious. Look. I'm just saying. You can't. Okay, I hate.
It's funny how they have to use these kinds.
How do I say this right way? No, it's true. They're too compassionate. They're too compassionate.
All you've got is to be able to try and take the mickey. All you do is discredit yourself. By the way, you just make yourself.
I'm partially serious. I think single women between 20 and 50 are going to be. They're going to vote wildly left wing like normal. It's like 70% in America at least. Probably in England, it's probably worse.
Wait. Brian, what's the point of being a woman after the age of 50? That makes sense.
Oh. I'm kind of serious. I'm kind of serious.
I'm a woman, but I am bringing sources with me, facts. So does that make a difference?
By the way, Mother Jones magazine is not facts. That's called a commie paper. It's a communist paper.
Because you say so.
So I come to you with sources, and yet still you don't believe. This is my problem.
Because sources can be biased.
Yeah, but that's the thing. We have to.
Well, then take a look. Why don't you look out for yourself then? I've given you the source.
Exactly.
Take a look for yourself.
Exactly. That's why I'm not making any judgment on your sources.
Be smart about it, all right? Because there's nothing smart about you. I've got to go anyway.
Yeah, but do you understand it's war? It's terrible. It's disgusting.
Thank you for coming. One thing I wanted to quickly say about the immigration thing that Nixy.
Nice one, Nixy.
Thank you for coming. But the main thing I want to say is just because I bring someone to your front door, that doesn't mean you have to let them in and let them live with you. So when she's saying that the Jews or the Zionists or whatever conspiracy theory is bringing these people over to Britain. That doesn't mean we have to keep them. It is still on us that we're keeping them.